You know this association? Yes. You know, quite often when in a profession, yeah, the people that you associate with, they do have some effect on your individuality. Now, I didn't really plan on joining any associations. See, I have the attitude that what you're doing is a crime and you're going to get sued. Yeah. And it's going to cost me the interest on the financing. Now, my legal fees, yeah, those will be paid for. But it seemed that this state and every state doesn't have any problem issuing orders for debt where they don't want the federal government involved. It's your attitude that you have the right to do what you're doing. Yes. And my attitude is you don't. Now, when I document, yes, child abuse and exploitation, yeah, kidnapping, pooh. The issuance of a dissolution of marriage, yes, for the sole purpose of kidnapping my sons, and then I provide the necessary documentation that they're in the wrong grades. And you're of the attitude that you're not going to enforce my parenting rights. Well, when it involves the actual life of the individual, I'm of the attitude that you are. Now, why don't you get me the associations of those in police departments, Fraternal Order of Police? Yeah. And then the outside associations where you, as a police officer, thought you should be involved in the community. Yes. In one of those non uh, law enforcement capacities. Poop, poop. Now, when I go through the actual employees of law enforcement, yeah, I just need to know the last 20 years of your individual associations. Now, you might have been a red hat, a seroptimist, pooch, a Rotarian. Oh, you might have been involved in the Masons. Right now! See, I have documented that my sons are in the wrong grades, and when I found that out after going to court in Jefferson County, yes, because they were in the newspaper, pooh, and I actually do know when they were born, yes, and I told you right now. Now it seems that the whole world, right, is waiting for Clallam County, yeah, to decide to remove their protection order that happens to have a forgery on it, yes, and to remove the dissolution of marriage because you didn't have the jurisdiction of law. And since the whole world is waiting for you, oh, I'm just sitting here having the attitude. Mhm. I'm not motioning the court. Mm-mm. I've lived through the last 8 years of homelessness. Yeah. If we were to think about Guam, yes. And your mindset was, well, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. That keeps us out of prison and it keeps Paul from getting our assets. Now, there might have been a few sheriffs that evaluated their own actual net worth. Yes. Let's say you're worth $500,000. I'm going to spend $50,000 investigating you. Any evidence that I find that you've committed any additional crimes, yes, I'm going to sue you and the department that you work for. Poop. Then I'm going to go through the individual associations right now. Every lawsuit gets 10% of what I think the judgment is or what your individual assets would allow for. Poop. Now, when I sue for all that you own, yes, I will get financing for the 50,000 for the $500,000 worth of assets. Yes. And then I will employ those, yes, that will do the investigating. Yes. And they will get the evidence of any crime that you've committed for the last 20 years. Oh, now for all of those that said, well, he's homeless, he doesn't know what he is. Get me your associations, your actual membership in Rotary. Yes. Now, it could be, yes, that the sheriff himself is a Rotarian. And I documented that it's not Legina in that picture. Poe. Yesterday I talked about Haiti. Yes, you did. Today I'm talking about your associations. Ooh, because I have the attitude right now that if you have membership in any fucking association,